Someone said, you know what? New idea, new vision. Let's do that. Let's beat Russia. Let's put man on the moon first. We did it. Conscious living. So anytime you're feeling that your emotions are going on a roller coaster because your eyes are being offended, well, they're being offended externally. Okay, I got a great story with. Okay, I'm at an event. Some guy's speaking, a heavy hitter. I won't mention his name. And I got his attention for 5 minutes. I said, let me interview you for 5 minutes. He said, you know, I'm so busy, I can't. I said, just give me 5 minutes. He gave me 5 minutes. We went at 40 minutes. And he said, this is worth $2 million. I said, it's worth more than that. And he said, you're right. I said, let's talk in 30 days. During that time, I sent him an email, said, here's how eyes work. This is how you can influence people in your staff. What can I do to help you? I get an email from him that says, I'm going to call you in 48 hours, and you better hold on because I'm going to rip you apart. I've never gotten an email that someone told me in advance they were going to call me and kill me. So I thought, okay, and my eyes were all external, got destroyed. Because here's a guy who could take me to 7 figures overnight. These opportunities huge. And I thought, oh, what happened? And Shea said, go internal. So for 20 minutes, I sat there and said, okay, this eye, I understand why I was being offended because of this, this, and this. So he called me up, and he laid into me. You effing this. And he was screaming at me for a half hour on the phone. And I was completely internal. And I said, I appreciate your comments. I want you to know that everything I did was out of complete sincerity. If you want me to defend what you said, I will, but I know you don't want me to waste your time. And he was just completely diffused. And he said, you took that like a champ. I said, well, no, that's the eyes. That's how it works. He said, I want to talk to you in 30 days. 30 days happened. Now we're starting coaching with him. It's just because he realized that he was being external. Because first of all, he said, okay, I understand your principles. I don't understand principle 2. How getting offended and so forth. I said, look, you illustrated it. I could not try to offend you the way you got so offended. And he's like, oh, he goes, where do I sign up?
I'll tell you what, you take that kind of abuse, if your anchors are not internal, there's trouble. And that's kind of one of the things we talked about. We talked about a month ago about planting the seeds deep. Yep. And being the right kind of soil, right? And we were taking that at Alma 32, and we were talking about it throughout the parables of the sower and the harvest in the scriptures by Christ. And we were talking about planting and becoming that kind of soil, because if your eyes, as I'm understanding this, if your eyes are external, you are not the proper soil. You taking me back 18 months ago, it wouldn't have mattered who it was that was calling up to thrash me. I would have been like, right? Yep. Now, I'm at a point in my life where I could probably I can't say if I would for sure because I haven't taken a 30-minute abusing like that. But, Woody, you're the man. You're higher level than me.
On Tuesday after the Ironman, you could have.
You could trust
Tuesday,
me.
I could have. Tuesday, 2 minutes, or Sunday, 5 minutes after the Ironman, it wouldn't have mattered who it was. It could have been the President of the United States thrashing me for 30 minutes. Like, that's good, dude, but I'm so tired. I'm not hearing anything you're saying. So coming back and being that kind of soil, in transitioning, how are you able to diffuse these external eyes? It's frustrating when you're relationship and you're trying to meet the eyes of someone's eyes who are external, and they're constantly roller coaster, and you feel like you both should be medicated to solve the solution, right, or to solve the problem. Why don't you share with us and take us down that road that you were sharing with me at the break about how that went from external and how it became internal, and about really the core of who you are, and then what influence that's had on your neighbor, specifically the English woman, and just people in general around you.
Well, yeah, no, I think it happened with you also, that when you are external, you look for everything external. So there is no ruler. You know, it's anarchy. And so basically, if anyone says something, you're up, you're down, you're just struggling. So basically, I did not look like I do right now.
It creates attachments.
Yes, I was actually 60 pounds heavier.
Really?
I was unhappy. I was tired all the time. I was depressed. I was angry with my husband, who is the most incredible husband in the world, all the time, because he wouldn't be with me all the time. And he wasn't wanting to go to Disneyland every Friday, even though he did. Actually, he wanted to go. And it was just very hard. So with the whole law of importance, when I started listing my eyes, I started seeing, I think when you list the law of importance, I don't know if you guys feel this way or not, but you start to see who you are. Oh, yeah. And then you start to realize, whoa, this is who I am, and this is why I do this. Well, now here comes the conscious living. Well, subconsciously, I was not happy, and I was doing all these things to try and get my eyes met because, oh my gosh, and it was only external. I couldn't have friends, and no one wanted to be my friend, and I didn't know what to do. Well, then all of a sudden, I started seeing, oh, well, I can meet that internally. Maybe if I go play the piano, it'll fill my soul. And maybe if I go do things that for me, instead of trying to have other people make me happy, because no one else can make me happy. But I thought that I needed that. So then as soon as you go there, I think that's, I took it internal. I wanted to exercise for me because I wanted to feel good. I wanted to move. And I started doing things for me. And I thought that was selfish, that I wanted to do things for me.
Right.
And
this is the problem. A consumer or someone in the consumer condition doesn't want someone else to get ahead because they think it's less for them. They don't understand win-win and exchange creates wealth. And because they violate principle, they're very intellectual and compelling as to why you should stay in the sewer, why you should stay in the soup. And so all of a sudden we get these feelings of guilt because we don't want to make anyone else envious.
Yep. You talk about consumers. All marketing, you look at any billboard. I love to take a woman's magazine because they have the most ads. Flip through it. Every one of them is touching on an external eye. The way you look, your weight, your